Hi Anna, how are you doing?
Hello, Sagar. Nice to see you. I am fine. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, Anna, we wanted to talk to you since quite some time. We wanted to do some streams, but finally we managed to talk to each other. You have played so many events, won so many medals. So finally, you're back in Ukraine, in your hometown.
Yes, I have played two tournaments and I have just returned from Spain from a Women's World League Championship where our team finished third. So, it was quite a good journey. But I'm also glad to be back home. And already in 4 days, we are starting the online Indian League. So I
Yeah,
am really looking forward to that and I'm super excited.
yeah, the Chess Super League is happening. And what do you have to say about the event? Do you feel that it's slightly different because, it's like players from different countries in one team, and there are different, there are male top players, female top players, juniors. What do you feel about this entire event?
I think it will be something interesting. It will be something unique, and I think this is organized for the first time, right?
Yes.
Yes, so I'm really thankful to you, Shagar, to Samai, to everyone who made it possible. And I really like that you try to make all the team more or less even by rating, so it's completely unclear who will win the event, and every team has a chance. So I think that will keep all the viewers, in interest, and I am sure many of the viewers will root for their favorite players, for their favorite teams. So I would really like to see and to hear all the feedbacks, what people will think about such kind of event.
Sure, sure. But what do you have to say about your team? You have Temur Rajapov, you have Karthikeyan Murli, you have yourself, Harika, uh, Harshit Raja, and Saina Salonika. In fact, Harika was telling me that she was just talking to you at the Women's World Team Championship about this event, and when the teams came out, you both were in the same team.
Yeah, it was quite a surprise because, yeah, we were waiting for the taxi and we just had some little chats. And after the games, we returned and then we got the emails that we are on the same team. That's wonderful because I have known Harika for many, many years. I think since maybe 1999 or like really from long ago. And also, of course, Timur Rajabov. Well, basically, all the teams are composed of very, very strong players, and all the teams are very strong. About the other Indian players, of course, I have heard about their names like Kartikeyan and Harshit. The junior girl, I don't know her so much, but well, she's much younger than me, than Harika, and I am sure she will still progress, and hopefully she will be one of the best female players.
Wow, very nice to know that. And how do you like your name of the team, Ruthless Rooks? Because I know that you had put up a post on Instagram saying which names do you like? Because there are some interesting names: Brutal Bishops, Krazy Knights, Ruthless Rooks, and so on.
Yeah, I think it's very funny. I like the name of my team, Ruthless Rooks. Why not? Yeah. Also, my sister's playing for the Crazy Knights. There are brutal bishops. There are many funny names. I think that will bring more excitement and
Yeah.
more some of the funny moments to the streams, which will be produced later.
True, true. And also your team owner, the franchise owner, his name is Mortal and S8UL. They are very well-known gamers, and he's one of India's top gamers and has a huge following. So that's also an interesting thing, yeah, to have team owners in the team.
Yes, indeed, and our team captain. So, yeah,
Yeah, very
let's
nice.
see how.
And what do you think about the rule of swapping? Because let's say at any time, you can swap your board with Harika. You can play on board 4, she can play on board 3. That means that you could play against the Indian women players. If they swap, you will still play against the international players. So, what do you have to say about this?
I think this is fantastic because this way I have a chance to avoid playing against my sister.
That's what she
Oh,
said.
so it's not so bad.
I asked her, I interviewed her just a few minutes ago, and she was like, "Oh, does this mean that I can play against Anna?" And I said, "Yes." And but if they're swapping, maybe you don't have to play, yeah, like in that way. But yeah,
Um,
it'll
yeah,
be fun.
I think that makes sense, and I think we had the same rule in Chinese league. So I remember it was also possible that some players can switch, and that meant that it was possible to play versus the foreign player or versus the Chinese player. And here you have a choice, yeah, to play versus the Indian player or to play versus the foreign player. Um, why not? It's a nice choice.
Nice. Okay, cool. And before we end this, guys, I must tell you that Anna is, world champion in rapid format. She's won world blitz as well. And, she's achieved so many things in the chess world. So, one of her moves we have selected here, which is kind of her, would it be right to say your favorite move, like one of your best moves that you've played, like you enjoyed playing this move?
Yeah, because when you ask me like what's your favorite move, it's actually very difficult to pick just one move in the position. But I remember that when I played that game, it was really pleasant to take this pawn on e6 and sacrifice the queen. Maybe the combination itself is not that difficult, but it's a nice one. And I remember I got. Really nice emotions when I made this move over the board.
Okay, guys, usually I ask the question about you guys to guess, but here you can just enjoy.
Sorry.
No, 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 completely fine. You can enjoy this sacrifice. The queen is attacked here, and Anna just sacrificed her queen on e6, fe6, and then knight takes e6. This is such a cool move because if the black queen moves anywhere, then this is such a pretty mate over here. And the opponent had to play bd8, take king e7, and later on the game ended in a draw, but not without excitement. But great, nice game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think here it's like white has a huge advantage, but it was played in a rapid format or even in blitz, and of course, so when you don't have enough time, sometimes it's more the probability is higher that you will make some mistakes.
Yeah, true, true. And Anna, just lastly, what do you feel about the online events in general? Like, this is a big tournament that will be held online. You also played over the board right now. Do you feel still that, over the board and online are kind of different while you're playing it, or you started getting used to it now?
No, I feel they are very different, and to be honest, I myself prefer over the board games. But especially with the beginning of the pandemic, when it was not possible to hold any event, I think that online chess did a great job. And chess became much more popular because with chess you could still somehow play. Let's say, like compared to the other sports, they didn't have a chance to make it online, so they had just to wait for the tournament to start. But we had this opportunity, and I believe chess has become much more popular with many streamers making it. Showing how it can be played, and really many people got interested. I personally, I know so many people who just started to play chess when the pandemic started, and they made a huge progress.
Wow.
And of course, you have made thousands of streams during this period, and I believe that thanks to you, also many thousands people got to know more about chess, and they became interested, and now they play much more often. And maybe you never know, but sometimes you start and then you get so excited that you progress so quickly, and you like the game, and who knows, maybe some of your students who started to play chess just because of you later on will become the world champion.
But
Yeah,
that's the
why
dream.
not? Sometimes it can
Hopefully
happen.
that can happen someday.
Yeah, so
Also, when
great.
you said about popularizing chess and streamers, you yourself played such an important role. I know that you streamed quite a lot. You built up a nice community of people around yourself, and you many times would play against them, analyze their game. I mean, you did a lot of interesting stuff as well. So it's really nice because you are one of the best in the world, and yet you found the time to do this. Was truly wonderful. And I also remember very vividly, and our one stream that we did together, where you showed how to calculate and all of that. It was so beautifully done, and I have been always wanting Anna to come back and at some point show the world how to calculate this in a disciplined way. But that will happen sometime in the future. But for now, Anna, it was a pleasure talking to you, and it's going to be wonderful having you at the Chess Super League. And I wish you and the Ruthless Rooks the best in this tournament.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot.